Your attention, the terminal customer on American Airlines Flight 61 with service to Tokyo Narita. There is a mandatory document check in effect at gate D23. Please come forward to the service desk with your documents for verification. Once again, this is American Flight 61 with service to Tokyo Narita. Mandatory document check in effect D23.
Cảnh về Việt Nam xin lưu ý. Xin vui lòng đến gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23 để kiểm tra giấy tờ trước lên máy bay. Mỗi hành khách phải có giấy đóng bọc màu đỏ trên vé để được lên chuyến bay ngày hôm nay. Nếu quý vị chưa kiểm tra giấy tờ ở cổng D23, xin vui lòng đến gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23 với toàn bộ giấy tờ. Xin cảm ơn.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you just joining the boarding area, if you're on flight 61 to Tokyo Narita, we're going to begin boarding in about 10 minutes or so. Please look at your boarding pass. If you do not have a red stamp on your boarding pass from the agents here at the D23 counter, please bring your travel documents to be verified at this time. There is a mandatory documents check for all passengers. You must have a red stamp on your boarding pass before boarding this flight. If you do not have a red stamp, check in with your travel documents D23 at this time.
Once again, for all the passengers on the flight going to Tokyo Narita, we do have a mandatory document check for all the passengers on the flight going to 61 Tokyo Narita today. If you don't have a red stamp on the boarding pass, you won't be able to board this flight. So please take your time, look down to your boarding pass. Make sure you have a red stamp and do a document check with us before you can board this flight. Toàn bộ hành khách trên chuyến bay 61 hóa cảnh và về tới Việt Nam xin lưu ý, xin vui lòng đến gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23 để kiểm tra giấy tờ trước khi lên máy bay. Mỗi hành khách cần phải có giấy đóng bọc màu đỏ trên vé để lên chuyến bay ngày hôm nay. Xin cảm ơn. Toàn bộ hành khách Việt Nam trên chuyến bay 61 hóa cảnh để về Việt Nam xin lưu ý, xin vui lòng gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23 để kiểm tra giấy tờ trước khi lên máy bay. Xin cảm ơn. Hành khách phải có giấy đóng bọc màu đỏ trên vé máy bay để lên chuyến bay ngày hôm nay. Nếu quý vị chưa kiểm tra giấy tờ ở cổng D23, xin vui lòng gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23. Once again, folks, we do have a mandatory document check applying to all the passengers on the flight going to Tokyo Narita. If you don't have a red stamp on your boarding pass, you won't be able to board this flight today. So please check in with us at D23 before you step in the boarding area. Thank you.
Ticket at this time, we're boarding concierge key for Tokyo. Now boarding concierge key Tokyo. Group 1 in the U.S. military, if you have a red stamp, welcome aboard. Now boarding Group 1 for Tokyo.
アメリカン航空61便にて成田空港ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー1番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。搭乗の際にパスポートが必要ですのでご用意くださいませ。
Again, folks, we do have a mandatory document check applying to all the passengers on the flight going to Tokyo Narita. If you don't have a red stamp on the boarding pass, you have to see us here at the podium D23 before you can board this flight. It's an international flight. Please have your passport and your boarding pass on hand when you board this flight. Toàn bộ hành khách Việt Nam trên chuyến bay 61 về Nhật Bản hóa cảnh tới Việt Nam xin lưu ý, xin lòng đến gặp nhân viên ở cổng D23 để kiểm tra giấy tờ trước khi lên máy bay. Xin cảm ơn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Group 2, please, for Tokyo Narita Airport. Would you please make sure on your boarding pass you have a documentation okay stamp? 61便にて成田空港ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー2番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。グループ3 please for 東京成田エアポート。東京ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー3番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。Ladies and gentlemen, グループ4 please for 東京成田エアポート。東京ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー4番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。グループ5 please for 東京成田エアポート。東京ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー5番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。グループ6 please for 東京成田エアポート。グループ5 and 6 please。東京ご出発のお客様、グループナンバー6番の搭乗券をお持ちのお客様、23番ゲートにご搭乗ください。
Welcome aboard American Airlines. Please place your carry-on items in an overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. Small, lightweight items may be placed in the seat pocket. If you need assistance, please let us know. The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいま、シートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になり、シートベルトをお締めください。
Well, folks, I want to do a quick hello from the flight deck. This is the captain. We're all set to go for an on-time departure, just 12 hours and 52 minutes over to Narita. The weather there when we arrive should be fairly nice. Partly cloudy skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, light winds. A couple of things about our flight today. We want to ensure a safe and enjoyable flight. Please remember that the flight attendants act as my personal representatives in the cabin, and refusal to follow their flight crew instructions is a violation of federal law. In addition to following crew member instructions, remember that consumption of personal alcohol brought on board flights is against federal regulation and is strictly prohibited. Finally, the current U.S. government face mandate is still in effect, unfortunately, and we're all still required to follow federal face mask mandate guidelines. Any questions about these policies, don't hesitate to ask any one of our flight attendants. One last thing about our flight. I won't be making too many PAs so that I don't interrupt your flight and our sleep. If it smooths out, I'll turn off the seatbelt sign, but I do ask anytime you're seated in your seats, please keep your seatbelts fastened about you at all times. For now, sit back, relax. Welcome aboard. We're glad to have you.
The boarding has finished. At this time, flight attendants prepare the cabin for door closure, please. The boarding door is now closed. Please turn off and put away laptop computers and any other large electronic devices. Also, please be reminded that any small handheld electronic devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, may be used, but they must be placed in airplane mode. If your tablet has a detachable keyboard, the keyboard must be detached for takeoff. We appreciate your cooperation with this request. 搭乗口が閉まりました。ラップコンピューターやその他の大型電子機器の電源を切り、片付けてください。また、携帯電話、タブレット、スマートウォッチなどの小型のハンドヘッド電子機器を使用できますが、機内モードにする必要があります。タブレットの取り外し、可能なキーボードがある場合は、離陸のためにキーボードを取り外す必要があります。Flight attendants, arm your doors, cross-check, and stand by for a call.
If you are sitting in an exit seat, please review the safety card in the seat pocket. You may need to open the exit in an emergency. Let a flight attendant know if you are unwilling to operate the exit or do not meet the exit seat requirements.
非常口付近のお座席をご利用のお客様は、お座席前のポケットにあるセーフティーカードをご覧ください。緊急時に非常ドアを開けていただくことがございます。希望されない方や、カードに記載されている要件に合わないと思われる方は、乗務員にお知らせください。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 61 with NASA service to the Narita International Airport. Captain Connolly is in command of our aircraft. He has informed me that the flying time today will be 12 hours and 52 minutes. We will be flying at an altitude of 33,000 feet. In a moment, please direct your attention to the TV monitors throughout the aircraft for a brief message about the safety features of our aircraft, the Boeing 787. Your attention, please. 皆様、本日はアメリカン航空61便、成田国際空港行きにご搭乗いただき、誠にありがとうございます。ワンワード加盟国会社、提携国会社通じて、飛びのご利のお客様、重ねてお礼申し上げます。また、日本航空で飛びのご利用の皆様、ご搭乗を心より歓迎いたします。記帳によりますと、本日、成田国際空港まで高度33,000フィートで12時間52分の飛行を予定しております。これより時、ボーイング787の安全に関するビデオを受定いたします。前方のビデオスクリーンをご覧ください。
Hello everyone. Thank you for your attention. It's time to get you ready for takeoff. We know you have lots of choices, so thanks for choosing American. We're happy to be your airline. Now, if you'll just follow along with me, we'll be on our way. Welcome aboard. Before we depart, here are some important safety instructions. First things first, let's buckle those belts. Insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. To open, simply lift on the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the premium cabin and your seat is also equipped with a shoulder belt, fasten the belt by attaching it to the buckle until you hear a click. If you're seated in the premium cabin and your seat is equipped with a push button, insert the metal fitting into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. Then fasten the shoulder belt by attaching it to the buckle until you hear a click. To open, simply press on the button. The shoulder belt must be worn during taxi, takeoff, and landing. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated, just in case of unexpected turbulence. To get us on our way, make sure your seat is up, all electronic devices are put away, and your tray table is stowed. If you have a carry-on, push it all the way under the seat in front of you. If it won't fit, place it in the overhead bin. If you have a handheld device, please switch it to airplane mode now. You'll find our full electronic device policy in the back of your American Way. U.S. law prohibits smoking, including electronic cigarettes, at any time. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors in the lavatories may result in a fine. U.S. law requires all to comply with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. Now let's review the safety card. Please pay close attention, and before you know it, we'll be off. All exits on this airplane are clearly marked. Take a moment to locate the nearest one. Keep in mind, it may be behind you. All exits have evacuation slides to use in an emergency. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. Slides at every door can be detached and used as rafts. You'll find the exact location on your safety card. This aircraft is designed with escape lighting on or near the floor. A sign will indicate you have reached your exit. In the event of an evacuation, escape path lighting will appear. Follow the lights until you've reached your exit. Leave all carry-ons behind. Just head quickly and safely to the nearest exit, and don't forget, it may be behind you. Now, if the airplane loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. While remaining seated with your seatbelt fastened, pull down on the mask or the red streamer to extend the tubing. The yellow cup goes over your nose and mouth like so, then slip the band over your head to secure the mask to your face. The band adjusts automatically. Normal breathing will start the flow of oxygen. And remember to always put your own mask on first before helping others. Life vests are located either under, next to, or between your seats. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. For help locating them, see your safety card. Remove the vest from the package like this. Put the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube on the side. In the water, a light on your vest will illuminate. And please, only inflate your vest outside the airplane. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a flight attendant. The safety card shows how to use it. The crew will now be coming around to do a final cabin check. After takeoff, we'll be back with more information. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. As always, we're here to make your flight great. Because great is what we're going for.
ご注目いただきありがとうございます。そろそろ離陸の時間です。多数ある航空会社の中からアメリカン航空をお選びいただきありがとうございます。これより出発の準備に入ります。まずシートベルトを締めてください。バックルに金具を差し込み、端を引いてください。 外すときにはバックルを上げてください。プレミアムキャビンでショルダーベルトがある場合はバックルに金具を装着してください。プレミアムキャビンでボタン付きベルトの場合はバックルに金具を差し込み端を引いてください。次にショルダーベルトをバックルに装着してください。外すにはボタンを押してください。地上走行中離着陸時はベルトを着用してください。乱気流が起こることがあります。着席中は常にベルトを着用してください。離陸に備え座席を元の位置に戻し電子機器をしまいテーブルを収容してください。手荷物がある場合は座席下にご収納ください。入らない場合は頭上の収納棚へ。携帯端末は機内モードにしてください。詳しくはアメリカンウェイの裏面に記載されています。アメリカの法律により喫煙は禁じられています。電子タバコも同様です。煙感知器の不正操作や破損行為には罰金が課せられます。アメリカの法律により機内規則及び客室乗務員の指示に従うことが義務付けられています。次に安全のしおりにしっかり目を通しておいてください。すべての非常口はマークで示されています。一番近い非常口をご確認ください。真後ろにある場合もございます。良い旅を。アメリカン航空のご利用誠にありがとうございます。
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
At American Airlines, your peace of mind is important to us. That's why we prioritize your well-being with our clean commitment, which includes touchless check-in and boarding, regular cleaning and sanitizing high-touch areas on our planes with hospital-grade disinfectant, onboard HEPA filters which completely refresh cabin air every 2 to 4 minutes, and guidance on health and cleaning matters from our Travel Health Advisory Panel. Every day, we continue to take steps to care for you as you travel with us, because you are why we fly.
From all of us at American Airlines, thank you for flying with us today. A special welcome to Advantage and One World members. If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com/join to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners. Our Advantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard is another great way to earn miles on everyday purchases. Card members enjoy preferred boarding, up to $25 back on in-flight Wi-Fi purchases, a first checked bag free on domestic itineraries, and 25% savings on in-flight food and beverage purchases. You get all of these great benefits and more. Not an Aviator card member? Ask your flight attendant for an application, or you can apply in-flight today at myaviatorcard.com. Shortly, we will begin our in-flight service. We offer a selection of complimentary beverages. Wi-Fi service is available on this flight. Connect to the AA in-flight signal and open your browser. You can access aa.com free of charge to view flight connections and other travel information. If you need to power your device, AC power outlets are located at every seat. While you are seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to the crew when the seatbelt sign is on, as turbulence can happen unexpectedly. If you open an overhead compartment, use caution, as carry-on items may have shifted during takeoff. The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になりシートベルトをお締めください。
Well, folks, we're going to be landing in just about 15 minutes. Nice day in Narita. Partly cloudy skies, light winds on the north. Temperatures 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I want to take this chance. Thank you for flying with us. And at this time, flight attendants, prepare for landing.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
ただいまシートベルト着用サインが点灯中です。ご着席になりシートベルトをお締めください。
To prepare for landing, please close your tray table and put away carry-on items. Place your seat in the original upright position, with footrest stowed. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. We will be landing soon.
着陸に備えて、お座席のテーブルを戻し、お手荷物はご収納ください。お座席の背もたれはまっすぐに、フットレストは元の位置にお戻しください。これからご不要になったものの回収に伺います。当機は間もなく着陸いたします。
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
シートベルト着用サインが消えるまで、お座席を離れず、通路を開けてください。シートポケットにタブレットや携帯電話などのお忘れ物がないようご確認ください。頭上の棚を開ける際には十分お気をつけください。飛行中に動いた荷物が落下する恐れがあります。本日はアメリカン航空をご利用いただき、誠にありがとうございました。
Welcome to the Narita International Airport. The local time is 2:35 in the afternoon. You may not use cell phone. American Airlines and our world partners, thank you for flying with us today. We hope to see you again soon. 長旅大変お疲れ様でした。時は成田国際空港に着陸いたしました。ただいまの日本の時間は午後2時36分でございます。これより携帯電話をご利用いただけます。本日もアメリカン航空とワンワールド加盟国会社をご利用いただきありがとうございました。また皆様と機内でお目にかかりますことを十分に指導心よりお増し申し上げております。お気をつけてお帰りくださいませ。ごきげんよう。さよなら。Very important, ladies and gentlemen, when we arrive at the gate, we will be deplaning by specific groups. Please remain seated until the ground personnel advises you to deplane. And please keep the aisle clear. ゲートに到着する特定のグループによって経過公開をします。主従の担当者が飛行機から降りるようにアドバイスするまで座ったままにしてください。そして通路をきれいに保ってください。Flight attendants, verify disarm doors and stand by for a call.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are asked to remain seated. You do need to have all of your luggage clear from the aisle. You'll be deplaning in groups according to your destination. Please make the aisles clear for your fellow passengers. Thank you.
お客様にご案内申し上げます。成田での検疫上の理由により先に国際線を乗り継ぎのお客様から後期いただきます。本日半数以上のお客様国際線を乗り継ぎになりますので、成田にて降りられるお客様は恐れ入りますがお座席をおかけのままお待ちください。お座席おかけのまま通路を開けていただくようご協力お願い申し上げます。Due to the Japanese quarantine, we will ask the international connection deplane first. Passenger going to Guam, Singapore, Bangkok, Hanoi, Manila, please deplane aircraft now. Only the international connection, please deplane first. Other passenger, please remain seated. Only the international connection passenger, please deplane at this moment. Thank you for your cooperation. お客様にご案内申し上げます。先に国際線を乗り継ぎのお客様から後期いただきますので、成田にて降りられるお客様、日本の国内線を乗り継ぎのお客様は恐れ入りますが、お座席をおかけのままお待ちください。International connection, please deplane aircraft now. Passenger going to Guam, Singapore, Bangkok, Hanoi, Manila, please deplane aircraft now.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, only passengers connecting internationally can deplane at this moment.
International connection, passenger going to Guam, Singapore, Bangkok, Hanoi, Manila, please deplane aircraft now. Other passenger, please remain seated. Thank you for your cooperation.
Once again, passengers connecting to international destinations out of Japan, please deplane now.
お待たせいたしました。すべてのお客様、後期いただけますので、お忘れ物ないようご支度の上、前方ドアより後期ください。本日はアメリカン航空ご利用いただき誠にありがとうございます。Thank you for waiting. All passengers, please deplane aircraft now. Thank you for flying with American Airlines today.